Gary here from the Bushcraft Dads channel, and tonight I'm going to be camping, or wild camping, on what is pretty much the longest night of the year. It's the 22nd of December. The longest night will be, well, the shortest day is on the 21st. So it's all pretty much the same thing. There won't be much in it. It also is greatly dependent on the weather. If you get a nice day, you probably get an extra hour of sunshine, half an hour each end of the day, which we've got at the moment. Nice bit of sunshine. But the weatherman has assured me it's going to rain in the morning. But I guess it's better raining today, really. I'd rather have the nice weather on the setup day and the rain in the morning. And also, Ben says he's going to be joining us in the woods, which is good because we've not done a woodland camp together, I don't think, since February. Which is a bit of a shame. I mean, we always intended, the idea of this channel is to do stuff together and some solo stuff, but we've been doing far more solo and not enough together. So yeah, hopefully if Ben can join us. I texted him just now, he said everything's going to plan. So yeah, all good. Anyway, it's about 12:30 now, which gives me about 3.5 hours to get everything together, which is plenty of time, but I just like to be well prepared. I mean, the amount of rain we have had in the last 2 weeks, well, I'm sure anyone been living in England in December will know all about it. It's absolutely sodden everywhere, so I'm going to have to get some decent firewood together. If anybody's ever used these things, these like sort of triangular, I'm going to do a close up, these triangular tent pegs, I guess they are about 8 inches long. They're just rubbish, really. For one thing, they don't hook anything properly because of this thing here. I mean, it looks more like an arrow than it does a tent peg. So I've been making tent pegs out of bits of hazelwood, as you do. These are the kind of size for the sticks I've been using, to give you an idea. Well, there's me Boreal 21, which I hardly ever go on about. I guess that is about 25 inches long. Don't ask me what that is in centimetres. But about 3/4 of them have been going into the ground. It is so soggy wet. I mean, these things were just sort of disappearing into the mud, and then obviously because they don't grab anything, it's likely to fly off in the middle of the night. So I've been putting these in at 45 degrees, and well, thank God for YouTube, because it's the kind of stuff you learn on YouTube and then you go and do yourself. But yeah, apart from that, it's all going well. It's just gone 2:10 in the afternoon. Still no sign of Ben. So Ben, come on, tell us, where are you?
Hello Gary, so I guess you've probably realised by now when I meant meet up, I actually meant meet up on the video, not in the woods. Sorry about that, mate.
Right, I get it. So when you said you're going to join us, you meant join, film together, right? I wonder why you used those exact words. You actually said, I'm going to join us. Right. So how's the weather there?
Yeah, the weather's great out here.
Yeah. That's good. Slightly warmer than here then, I'd say.
You can grab that.
Gary, how's your sausage?
I'm having these. Look. Extra special mini sausages. Now, for some unknown reason, supermarkets have stopped selling cocktail sausages except for the pre-cooked ones, which are just dry and horrible. They've stopped selling the uncooked ones, except for now because we're coming up to Christmas. So I've got a pack of them, and I've got some potatoes and an onion, which I'm going to chop up, make myself some kind of sausage and potato stir fry.
How's your accommodation?
Who, me? What, the accommodation? Oh yeah, no, don't worry about me, mate, I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit wet underfoot, but I got a tarp shelter. Oh, you've seen it, haven't you? Of course you have, because you would have seen it when I put the film together. How's your accommodation then?
Yeah, the accommodation's pretty good actually.
Yeah, well, looks okay, I suppose, you know, if you don't mind that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, not nearly as much fun as being out in the woods. Obviously, for anybody watching this on YouTube, Christmas will have come and gone, so Happy New Year to you guys. Thank you very much to our... Oh, we got 95 subscribers, by the way. There you go. There's my luxury accommodation for the night.
Hope it's not going to rain there tonight.
No. Of course I'm not concerned about the weather. No. Not in the slightest bit concerned. I've got my Moira. Alright, it's just coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to get dark. Sun is going down on the horizon. I've probably got about another 30 minutes of good daylight left. And then I shall be in darkness for a hell of a long time. It's beginning to dawn on me now, actually, how long the night is going to be. I mean, it's going to get darker. It'll be dark by 4, and I won't be going to bed till 10. By my calculations, that's about 6 hours of sitting around a campfire. I've managed to bring down a sizable dead standing tree. You can see there. They got me sore. So my plan is to rather than just go collect loads of firewood now, get a few dead standing limbs, and I can always just saw them up as I go through the night. I'll have enough light to do that, obviously, and give me something to do, basically. Well, there's my fire pit, all raring to go. I'm doing the old classic sort of top down fire. That should burn for a long time. Down all my chopping and sawing, which is a relatively new thing to me, actually. Didn't really know anything about battening wood until about probably 18 months ago, watching Survival Lily. I think was the first person I saw on YouTube do that. We've got plenty of beer, plenty of comfort, and that basically is my wood supply for the night. There's little point sawing it up now. I mean, I've got several hours, obviously, before I go to bed, so I can quite easily grab one of them over on the log and just saw as I go. And what I don't use, I can park up against a tree and maybe use another time. But all in all, I'm really looking forward to this. Getting a bit hungry now, actually. Did buy an enormous pork pie from the shop, so I think I'm going to treat myself to a little snack. Right, well, flagging a little bit now, to be honest with you. I've been pretty well slaving away for about 3 hours now, so going to take a little break on the way up here. Stop at Butcher's, bought us a little pork pie. It was the only size they had, actually. I was hoping for a smaller one. £6 for that, so I reckon I'll be taking some of it home with me. But the question, is it any good? Now, this is a Great British pork pie debate. What colour should a pork pie be? On the inside, that is. I say pink. Some people say grey. To me, it should look like the traditional pink coloured. But the grey ones do still often taste nice. Better give that a bit of a hygienic wipe. I know, the suspense is killing me as well. And it's grey in the middle. But, well, actually, maybe it's just the light. Sort of pinky bits in. Let's have a little taster. Yep, pretty good. That was a pretty good pie. I'm a true believer. I mean, I normally say there's no such thing as a decent pork pie that comes out of a plastic wrapper, but this was obviously wrapped at the butcher. But it's true, the ones you get from the supermarket, I mean, they're worth the money for what you pay. Pay £1 for a rubbish pork pie, it'll fill you up, no problem. Ideally if you're out hiking or something. But if you want a quality pork pie, you really got to go to a butcher. But yeah, that is pretty good. And it does still seem like a hell of a lot. £6 just for that. But who knows, it's going to be a long night. So anyway, let's move on to more pressing matters. Choice of 3 beers. This one here, My Generation. Great song. Hope I die before I get old. Or the Two Piston Heads. The Copper and the Black. One is a custom lager and the other one is a full amber lager. Right, hang on, I should check the description on this one. Obviously called My Generation. pale ale. I think a lager. Lager with a pork pie. Save the pale ale for later. That's what we'll do. Okay, full amber. Here we go on full amber. I might a little bit slightly out of shot there. Hang on, let's just adjust that. Sorry, apologies to anybody watching. Let's go for the full amber. I think I've probably tried these before, I'm not sure. So it's pretty much doing it for the first time. Oh yeah, baby, that'll do for me. I now realise the camera is ever so slightly lopsided. God. Sorry about the amateur production, what can I say? I've had a very, very busy day. Yep, that is a good beer and a good pork pie, but when you're hungry and thirsty, anything will do, right? Now, I have said in the past, I will not film myself eating. I won't subject you to that. Just looking there, I thought I spotted a nice dead standing tree. Yeah, I won't subject you to any more of me eating. I wonder what Ben's eating right about now.
Hey Gary, this is the closest we're going to get today to cooking in the open. We've got our braai here. This is a South African braai, you can see. You can tell it's a South African braai because it's absolutely huge.
Well, I think I've probably seen 101 bushcrafters on YouTube over the years lighting fires, and yeah, I know, I get it, birch bark, flint and steel and all that malarkey, but today, because it's been so wet, I'm not taking any chances. The good old-fashioned Vaseline or petroleum jelly, as you Americans would like to call it, wrapped in cotton wool. I'm just going to light that and bung this on. Let's see how we go. All the way up, there we go. Got some slightly smaller wood here. Get it going, a few shavings. Probably not enough shavings, to be fair. And just in case of emergencies, a candle. I know, not exactly bushcraft. I'm going for safecraft, you know. I need my fire to go, otherwise it will be at the end of the world as we know it, as far as I'm concerned. So, don't think I'm going to need a candle. Easiest campfire I ever lit, by far. I've been worried all day that the wood's going to be so wet. I'm really going to struggle lighting a fire. That's why I did the old cheating thing. Although I often do the cheating thing anyway. I'm not a proper bushcrafter, you might have realised that by now. But yeah, just woof straight up, not a whole hell of a lot of smoke either. And not a cloud in the sky. It's cleared completely. It's still hell of a lot of noise coming from the road. I'm not even sure what road it is. I think it's the M40, which must be about 4 or 5 miles away. So the sound really carries. It must be because we're on quite a high point. But this is turning out to be a really good evening so far. I'm hoping I'm going to get to see my full moon. I haven't camped on a proper full moon night since, actually I can't remember, because you always either sort of mistime the full moon and it's not quite full, or you go there and it's cloudy. It is very difficult to do, actually, to actually plan something on a full moon night and get a clear night. But yeah, it's all going good. So what I'm doing now is just preparing myself a little bit of wood for the morning, because I'm obviously hoping to relight the fire. Weatherman does still say it's going to rain. Not quite sure what time, depending on what weather channel you look at. Some say about 8 o'clock in the morning, some say 11. If it's 11, that'll do me, because I'm planning on getting away early. But yeah, Like the words in the song, tonight's going to be a good night. And welcome to dinner time. Tonight we are having chips, albeit square ones. Hang on, there's one that's slightly not quite connecting with the pan. Here we go. Yeah, square chips and sausages. Might need a few more sausages, not quite sure. But for anyone that's managed to film themselves successfully cooking, as in get themselves in the shot and the food at the same time, well done. I'm not sure how you do that, but ordinarily when I'm camping I just wrap everything in tin foil and bung it in the fire and make it easy, but I thought tonight, as I've got a bit of time on my hands, I might just as well make a meal of it. Yeah, just realised what crap jokes I can make. But yeah, I just thought I'd do something that takes a bit more time, just to give myself something to do. And on the light side of the news, I don't know if you can, I think you can see that, the moon is coming up. Quick dinner update. Dinner now looks something like that. A sausage and potato stir fry. Last time I checked, the potatoes were ever so slightly raw in the middle. But yeah, get in there slowly. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served, and the sponsor for tonight's meal is McDonald's. Well, they said help yourself to salt and pepper. But I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, because like I say, I'm struggling with just about everything. But there we are. I can just about kind of see that. A sausage and potato and onion stir fry, which will be washed down with a can of Piston Head. So thank you for bearing with me over dinner. Cheers everybody. Don't worry, you're not going to watch me eat. It's okay.
Harry, this is the local beer fridge. Yeah, the shop's in the fridge.
We are now on beer number 3. My Generation IPA, sort of picture of a woman on the front. That's a really good beer actually. I'm going to get that more often. It's I think it's four for £6 from Asda, which is they do that a lot with kind of craft beers and bottles and cans and whatnot. 4 for £6, which is a pretty good deal. But dinner was lovely. Thank you for asking. I wonder how Ben's getting on. Probably sitting at a luxury table or something like that.
So I was walking along the beach here, and in bushcraft we're always going on about foraging for food, but this is a little bit extreme. Because unfortunately there's loads of food here, but it's sort of dead. There's you might not be able to see it, but on the ground here there's loads and loads of like dead shrimp. You probably can't see that. Dead shrimp, which sort of look like condoms, really. But loads of food here, but it's sort of rotting away on the sand. Not very nice smelling. Back to you, Gary.
Hello, I am the man with the red face. And apparently, I'm not the only one. There was another man with a red face. Right now, there's another man with a red face in another part of the world. Morning campers! Now the smarter ones amongst you will have noticed I'm no longer in the woods. It started raining at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and as you can tell by my side screen there, it's still raining. So I just I got up about just after 7. What's the time now? It's 8:30 now, so about half an hour to get up and then about half an hour to walk out, which was fairly painless actually. I mean, I didn't get too wet. I didn't obviously I didn't bother relighting the fire or anything. How's your accommodation in South Africa, Ben? I've got to ask. Let's just do that bit first.
Okay, Gary, this is the closest we get to a campfire here, because we're not allowed to cook anything. So this is you're going to hate this. This is instant coffee. I'm afraid.
I couldn't be more pleased for you. I really couldn't. But I had a great night's sleep. It was really comfortable. I mean, I stayed warm and dry, but obviously there's a getting out of the your shelter bit. You're going to get wet sooner or later. But the one thing I've learnt from that, which I'm definitely going to do sometime in the new year, is you need a bigger tarp. I think a 4x4, DD 4x4, preferably camo tarp, will be perfect for that. You just need a lot more extra space to get all your gear under. I would have got me old me camping cart pushed out under as well, and kept everything dry. But the last thing Ben said to me, when he sent me a text just before I went to bed, he said, "Don't forget to do the coffee and cake gag in the morning." But I'll tell you a top tip actually, and this one's serious. Always keep something nice in your car or in your van waiting for you. Preferably one of them, and just something to eat, just something to look forward to. More so for hikers. You know, sometimes people hike out the hills and they don't get back to their car till, you know, midday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just have something nice waiting for you. So never mind the coffee. There you go. Red Bull and Nutri-Grain, 2 more sponsors of this film. First thing in the morning, with a soaking wet coat on, in a transit van. What could possibly be better than that? Right, well, this is the end. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Ben, the editor. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've absolutely no idea how this is going to turn out. It's yeah, it's all down to that clever editor of mine. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Forgotten the script, bear with me.